Good day, fellow humans. I hope you're so well wherever you are in this now moment. So I wanted to hop on here really quick to drop in a little nugget. So I've been hearing from a lot of folks right now that are getting a lot of downloads. It's fun, right? When you start getting big activations, big realizations, when you start opening up to light codes, and the light codes that are coming in at an extremely rapid rate. They are coming in the forms of electromagnetic pulses for so many people. They're coming in with deep senses of knowing. They're coming in with physiological symptoms where the body is like, what, can't handle this? What am I? Am I dying? I don't understand. It's coming in waves of extreme humility, feelings of humble, of love and of grace. It could feel like you're being filled with the Holy Spirit, if you will. And that could be the Holy Spirit of source, of galactic goodness, of the earth herself, or other planetary places. So there's a lot of shifts that are happening. We're suiting up, if you will. We are activating our physical bodies so that it can hold us while we travel interdimensionally, while we travel here upon this earth plane, while we actually create the new earth, as we come into awareness and realization of what information has been withheld from us. As the realization of the information that's been withheld comes online and into the awareness of the collective, it's going to throw a lot of people into a big tailspin, a big mental loop of what the fuckery, right? So the more my body can handle light, then it can also handle darkness and shadows. It can handle hard times. It can handle shadows of either myself and or the collective, right? So I just want to share all this because it's a lot. Some people's sleeping patterns, you may notice that they might be off. You might be sleeping completely differently now. You might be feeling extreme grief and stuff. When I was in Costa Rica, last week or a couple weeks ago or whatever timeline, I was basically there in activation station. I was activating and pulling forth all of these codes from all directions and all dimensions. And then when I got back to Charlotte, it's been an integration time, and that's got its own process. And so the invitation is these codes are coming in, these realizations, these epiphanies, these changes in your life are happening. The invitation is to allow time, space, and grace for the integration of it. The integration isn't necessarily the easy part, right? The integration may look like sitting there like me, when I went to get on my computer to do the worky things, my brain was like, nah, you're not doing that. You're literally not getting on the computer right now. Okay. And I was like, okay, cool. Apparently I'm going to sit here and stare out the window, or I'm going to go for a walk instead for another hour and another hour and another. I'm just going to keep walking. Okay, I hear this, right? So the invitation is, as you're integrating these codes, this light, this plasma energy that is legit coming in with this Lionsgate portal or whatever you want to call it, the way the things are lined up in the cosmos, we are getting an influx of energy, and it's very high frequency energy. So taking the time to listen to your body, your body will tell you what it needs. If you fight that, have fun with that. Just have fun. So yeah, this is our time to remember who we are through all timelines. Our body is its own infinite consciousness and intelligent, and it is here in service and in duty to our soul, to our spirit, to great spirit, to let life move through it, because it too is a form of life itself. And to work cohesively with each other, right? This body, this mind, and this spirit literally will catapult us into the next realm of being. And that next realm of being is just way more fun. It's just way more fun. Promise, it's way more fun. So please take care of yourselves. You know, drink the water, get the rest, go for walks, do the journaling, like draw, doodle, color, because these codes are coming in and there is so much information that it's hard to wrap our mind around it because it's activating neural pathways that have never been online before. So we literally can't wrap our mind around all of the data. So if we dance, right, we are integrating those codes into our physical, right? If we paint and let it move through our hands and or create music, right? If that energy moves through us, then it synthesizes and integrates into the cellular structure, into the fascia, into our muscles, so that there's a memory to it, so that when we do step in alignment with those codes, that we can feel this resonance of each of those steps, and this cadence of life is a familiarity and not this like weird twerking thing of like, which way do I go, right? So let these codes move through you and be okay with when the body is like, this doesn't feel good. Or like for me, I've had a lot of grief come up, a lot of sadness for just death. like I know death is a part of life, and it feels like sadness, you know, like it feels like sadness to watch death start to encroach upon certain people or on parts of the earth or ways of being or communities. It creates sadness. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to be feeling sadness today, and I'm really fucking happy. Like, this is weird. And it's so good. It's so juicy. It's so multidimensional. So traveling multidimensionally, by the way, isn't just like in our astral projection and in those mind's eyes and in those types of ways. It's also being able to hold different states of frequency and different ways of emotions. It's being able to hold these different states all at once, because then you see the whole picture from a higher perspective as a wholeness, right? As a holiness. And that allows us to move about in different planes of existence in a now moment. It's to be able to hold all of these frequencies at the same time. We're becoming fiber optic, if you will, compared to like this old school like way of pulsing. Like we still have this pulse, but we're also taking this pulse and we're coming in with different directions of energy in our physical. I'm going to start geeking out because I'm getting a lot of downloads. Anyway. And I just don't want to make this a long video. But that's okay. So yeah, there are lots of codes. So welcome. And if anyone needs some support in translating the codes, I feel like the codes for most people, depending on where your practice is, like they're anchoring in and it's like, oh shit, that's my thing. Okay, cool. And it's really fun and juicy. And if you're having some challenges in like deciphering it or unpacking it or how to integrate it, like holla. And if you're having a challenge with how do you integrate these codes into your daily life, because these are really high dimension codes, you know. When I was in Costa Rica, I got a really big download of what dimension very specifically I am to download code from. And I did. And I spent the next 2 days in fever, convulsing, in extreme physiological pain. I was having an electromagnetic plasma body upgrade. Wasn't comfortable at all. And it felt really good because the whole time that I was getting these waves of discomfort in my physical, I was like, this is ascension. Oh God, it sucks. It feels so good, right? It's like, that's just me, right? Like, I'm the one that like when I vacuum, I like to hear it suck up the stuff, like, you know, because then I'm like, yeah, it's doing something, right? Like there's this physical, sensational, sensory proof. And so as these codes are coming in, you might get proof. Things in your life may change. You might find that relationships are no longer in your realm. They might peace out. Your entire relationship with others, your job may shift. I'm noticing that, you know, a lot of people are like able to like stand in their truth, and they're like, yeah, so much more. And then I see a lot of people that are like projecting in this like a very youthful way. Some people would say adolescent or immature. But just that projecting, because they don't know what to do with all of this. And instead of them unpacking it, they're like that. And it's just it's fun to watch. Oh, projections. What a lovely way to be. Anyway, so have fun. And remember that whatever you're experiencing, whatever it is you're experiencing, you are in the perfect place at the perfect time. You're doing great. Like, you're exactly where you are supposed to be in this right now moment. And you're here to show up fully as you, whatever that looks like, whether it's you being still, you being in confusion, you being in sadness, you being in creation, you being in joy, you being in all that fucking shit. Like, you're here to be you. You're here to create. You're here to live your purpose, live your life, live your dream. No one else can do that shit for you. And even if they tried, they would fail. They would so fucking fail. They'd be like, I'm gonna do their dream because that looks easier than mine. And they might be able to like accomplish it, but it won't be as full and magnificent as what you would be able to bring to the table, because it's only through you, through your mind, your heart, and your body that can create what your dream is of this new earth, of this future. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to work interdependently, creating the new earth. And to work with synarchy, to work together, to be as the one hive that works together to serve the great one, whatever that great one is to you, the earth, love, Holy Spirit, God source, the great mystery, call it whatever you want, but it's in service to the purpose, to the truth, to the light. And it's working in this oneness, right? So there's no hierarchy. There's no I'm better than you. It's this is what I bring, and it's fucking great. And what are you bringing? Yeah, that's fucking great too. And then when you're bringing you fully, and I bring me fully, and we're all bringing ourselves fucking fully, then we are showing up as the spiritual militia, and we're clearing the old culture and anchoring in the new codes of like, I don't know, badass love, shit ton of peace, a whole lot of pleasure, and it feels really good. But everybody gets to show up fully. So the invitation is to show up fucking fully. Integrate these codes however that looks to you. If you need some support, holla. I still have some spaces left in August for some one-on-one sessions, and then I'll be moving into September to schedule some folks. I have a cacao ceremony coming up August 27th, so that you can actually, I'll be sharing and channeling a lot of the codes that are coming in for what is happening in these nows for the collective. And then we'll drink the medicine of cacao, big heart opener, flood the body with a high frequency consciousness, and then we're going to dance, we're going to move, we're going to integrate the energy and these codes into our body, and we're going to do it for a decent amount of time, so be prepared to move. So all of this stuff is in my bio. You can click it and you can set up an appointment, you can send me an email, you can buy a ticket for these things. And then I'm also going to be offering the fundamentals of energy again. It'll be online on Mondays in September. And I'm also offering a weekend immersion. It's a chakra tune-up. We're going to go through the 12 chakras. So they're in body and they're out of body. I call some of them the quantum chakras. And we're going to go through each and every one and activate, amplify, clear out any density, clear out any programs, and get your shit online. We're going to give you a tune-up. This is not like, you got to be present for this. It's be prepared. Because I don't mess around with energy. I'm like, let's just do this, right? So I don't like to piecemeal it out. I'm like, here, boom, take it. So all of this stuff is in my bio. Man, I just looked out the window and there's like the line of where they're spraying. Cute. Anyway, that will become a thing of the past. So Anyway, you do you, you be you, you sit with you, you be with you, you feel what you need to feel, you take the breaks when you need to take the breaks, and you fucking show up. The time is coming. The time is now. It's time to like put on your pants or take them off, whatever that looks like, and show up so fully. It's time to show who you are, show up as who you are, because you have been readying for this. This is a part of the game of life, the spiritual war, right? Or where we say, okay, we're actually moving to the front lines now. And it's very loving and it's very kind, and there's no like actual fighting for it. It's actually just showing up. Because when we show up fully and we have integrated these codes of light, we emanate light through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. That is the creation of the new earth. Boom, done, right? I know it's not that easy for some people, but like legit, that's it. When I'm emanating this light from all that I am, all that I think, and all that Jane can be and you can be, we shine a light on the darkness, on the shadows. We love the living fucking daylights out of it. And the shadow starts to morph and starts to grow. It's the seed that grows up. I don't need to pull the seed. I don't need to go to someone else's seed and tell them how to grow in their shit. All I can do is be the light that I am. And trust that when I am not being in the light that I am, that someone outside of me is going to be shining a light so bright and so much love and kindness and compassion that they will shine it so that I can see my own shadows, so that I can heal that and I can shift through that. And I can, that. So anyway, welcome to the download of the day. So I love you so much. I love you, I love you, I love you. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I look forward to seeing you at the chakra tune-up. I look forward to seeing you at the Fundamentals of Energy course, where we go over like legit the basics of all energy, so that no matter what, you can understand what codes are, what consciousness is, how to move energy, how to identify your own energy, how to shift your energy from like, oh, I'm an empath. I still want to be an empath, but also don't want to take other people's shit on all the time. You know, we're going to go through stuff like that, from like the super subatomic aspect all the way up to super macro, like cosmic style, like big, and how to work all that with you. And I really look forward to seeing you all on August 27th at the Nebulous. That's what I'm calling the cacao ceremony, because it's about the space that we take up, the light that we shine, how far out it goes, and how to bring all that in. Because if I can't bring it in, then what's the point? Like, I want to feel it. So anyway, I love you, I love you, I love you. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you on another now. Okay, bye. Peace.